stuff, maybe.
One press conference that stands out to me in particular was when I first got to use the buzz of my season to build momentum for a big game we had coming up. More than anything, I hope showcasing our strengths to the press and fans would also amp up my teammates. And it did. But it turns out they weren't the only ones who were listening.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, Josh Lambo to kick off. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense getting ready for their first drive as they will do so behind their quarterback in his third year now from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. So now the Browns, they're going to line up and go for two. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it would get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback back in the NFL for the first time since 2016. It's Colin Kaepernick.
Playing the game, or you just sitting on the PlayStation screen?
And they'll begin by running the option. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
At the 45.
The numbers for Eifert in that game last week. 10 catches for an even 100 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is number 1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. And able to find Conley. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
37-yard line.
Again, it's Kaepernick. That one complete to Dede Westbrook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
I think they have to make some decisions here. That's a second fumble here in the first quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So the two-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points. And 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down to the Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Baker Mayfield.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one fumble, twos, oh my goodness, 3 or more.
Wow. Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
From 13 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So now the Browns, they're going to line up and go for 2. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to... And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Complete.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McDaniel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Browns continue to roll. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Hunt going to run for it. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line. Go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
On first down, Kaepernick. On the slant, this is Chark. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Solid carry there by Leonard Fournette, and last year he achieved his career high in rushing yards with nearly 1,200. Ranked 4th in the AFC, 7th in the NFL. Loves to carry the football, gets stronger as the game goes on.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Complete.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The catch there for the rookie. And Charles, as good as this young wide receiver has been all season, he was very clear in speaking with the media that this offense is at their best when there is a...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To number 3.
From 21 yards away. And this offense is running away with this one.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
This is caught inside the 15. And this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10.
First and goal.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
That's a big...
His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns are pouring it on. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hello.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Kaepernick going to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. He stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Complete to Leonard Fournette.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Fielded at the 20. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Straight for the end zone.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's McDaniel. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he's got this down to the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Kaepernick to throw again. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Myles Garrett. Baker Mayfield.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown
That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
They're trying to find Chart, but it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
Kaepernick's pass intercepted by the...
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
12 seconds might help you, Cougars.
To throw, Kaepernick. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
For the Jaguars.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken around the 12. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 4 yards out, and the Browns continue to roll.
Y'all still there?
I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Number 3, touchdown Cleveland.
And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Be right back. All right, I'm back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Conley's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Wilson on the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there.
He was about to get hit hard, too.
Brings up 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And that decision's only going to wind up costing him a yard or 2 as he's tackled just shy of the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
A big play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And this offense is running away with this one. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
Swagger.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
They can take over 1st and 10 because they suck.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Williams on the coverage.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Now Kaepernick. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that'll bring up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean,
3:40 left in the game.
Point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove.
Score is 106-0.
Something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
I don't even think you can get that high.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 5th. Now a hit and a loose football.
Damn, why they start running the other opposite way?
And this is picked up by the Browns. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away.
And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. Cleveland. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Oh, yeah, I'm playing full-hearted until
and off it goes.
Last whistle blows.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Kaepernick. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Motherfucker, I hit him before he threw the ball.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before
they're getting close.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well.
Picked up by Anderson Aho. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
This dude sucks.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is...
That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. That is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And this will be caught.
Over his fucking head.
Continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Damn, 7th fumble.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Yep. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the
to throw, Kaepernick. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Kaepernick's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Again, it's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Browns, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans.
Kick it and go. Never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit.
Advancing to next moment.
Making it to the playoffs is one thing, but that's when the pressure really sets in. Because for us and our fans, there's only one acceptable outcome: a win on Super Bowl Sunday.
Welcome.
Losing him was a major blow to our playbook. But we wouldn't find out just how much of an advantage it was to our opponents until we were facing them.
Oh, we're gonna win it. There's no question about that.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Mayfield on first down.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown.
Here we are.
Cleveland. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. So now the Browns, they're going to line up and go for 2. Mayfield. And they're going to get 2 more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly 8-zip.
For Browns 8.
They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid.
Hello.
And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
They'll run for the first time now with James White. And from the 25, they work this to
How
the
are
29,
you today?
A gain of 4.
Thank you for joining the live stream.
Clay Matthews.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 20.
From the 29, Newton. Open man is Jacob Hollister. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready.
All right, what's this flag?
To either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Damn. Intercepted immediately.
They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
That was a really nice
first
interception.
throw.
I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
All right, let's see
For the
here.
Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
And touchdown.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Hello.
Cleveland. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And up to about the 26-yard line.